All right, let's go back to the speakers. Now we have Geraldo Vilela, born and raised right here in Brasilia and an EAB student since kindergarten. As an athlete, a martial artist fighter, and the president of the American Football Club, he will tell us how his passion for tradition commitment and the sport has united the community, built up tradition, and inspired collaboration. May we all give it up to Geraldo Vilela.
Thank you, João Augusto, for introducing me. First, let's think about the word tradition. What comes to mind when first hearing that word? According to the Cambridge Dictionary, traditions are beliefs, principles, or ways of acting that people in a particular group or society continue to follow for a long time. However, I feel like often many fail to reflect what are these beliefs, principles, or ways of acting actually attempting to represent. There seems to be a lack of interest in understanding the meaning behind them. What is it? Is it values, representations of cultures? What's the story behind them? Traditions is much more than keeping the past alive by strictly following these common notions of traditions. They are about fostering shared values and creating a community that lasts. For example, the tradition of wedding ceremonies do much more than just formally and sometimes religiously bond couples together. It's in the daily practices of mutual respect, support, love, and partnership that truly sustain this tradition, bonding couples in a commitment that extends far beyond the ceremony itself. Traditions ideally are what glues us together, yet many still let them be the major cause of emotional and physical dispersal. For instance, the cultural traditions of arranged marriages, for some, may create strong family bonds and even a sense of continuity. Although for others who want to pursue a different path in their lives or may feel pressured, this same tradition may create conflict and emotional distance within a family. But traditions should be would further shape and develop the identity of a community, being what motivates individuals within them to keep striving for something bigger than themselves. For me, when I step onto a mat, a place where fighters share a thick air with the scent of sweat and the spirit of determination, I am surrounded by others who share the same drive for excellence in the sport together with me, bound by a commitment that goes much beyond individual ambition. This moment is more than just a routine. It's a tradition that is constantly being built and maintained within myself and my colleagues who are embracing a constant pursuit of improvement and respect to the traditional values of discipline together with me. With all the spark caused by this tradition, I am reminded that my journey in martial arts is about much more than individual strength. It's about forging a community united by shared values and common goals. Through my journey in martial arts and also leading the American Football Club here at EAB, I've learned just how powerful traditions can be in transforming individuals and communities alike. First, traditions are seen as rituals we follow and customs we maintain, which potentially serves as a backbone to our integrity. For example, a school in which traditions aren't maintained and installed in a daily basis are battling among themselves and avoiding further progress. This is so because tradition is one of the main factors that shape how most things in life are looked at, because they provide a shared language and also a sense of belonging. They penetrate an abstract realm where people within a community understand what they do and most importantly, who they are. To assimilate this, think of it as a connection to an invisible foundation, a set of beliefs and values that reassures and helps people within a community understand their roles and further feel a sense of identity. In martial arts is about learning how to push through discomfort, not alone, but alongside others who understand your constant drive for excellence. A simple example of this is in family gatherings. They do more than just bring people together. They reinforce a sense of who each person is within a community, which further reassures their roles when united, creating shared values. This proves that traditions is what anchors us in an intangible way because we can't see them, although profoundly vivid. At first, the complex nature of traditions may not be perceived because many just often picture them as the rituals we follow, the long-held customs, or the grand ceremonies. However, let me ask you this. What if we consider traditions as the foundational pillar of our everyday actions? In sports, traditions aren't just about the championship trophies and the cheers in the stadium. They are embedded and ingrained in the daily routines, stuffed with an unwavering commitment to the shared struggle in training and practices, and the constant pursuit of improvement as a team when no one else is watching, which then further expands to the common views of traditions of the championship trophies and the cheers in the stadium. Like I said in martial arts, it's about how to learn to push through discomfort, not alongside others that understand your pursuit of excellence. And all of this is passed by through the formalities that honor your sport. Like I'm talking about martial arts. At first, the act of bowing to the dojo and your fellow colleagues may seem such a simple thing, which is, although it's a simple act that transcends generations and honors those who first brought the sport to us in a formal and also in a respectful way. In the common scenarios in which my high school principal denotes as ultra-competitive often include a strand that requires excellence. Think about it. Why is it that some schools or sports programs are constantly producing great students and athletes? It's not just about the skills of the individuals. It's about a tradition that is striving more than their actual selves. Each one of them understand that they must do special things if they want to further achieve this requirement of excellence. And it's on this consistent pursuit of improvement and excellence that installs in their heads a disapproval of mediocrity. For the third time, I know I've been repetitive, but traditions are often dismissed as customs and mere gestures we follow. However, if they are being considered as traditions, they must pursue special aspects. Further meaning that traditions are in the constant expression of shared values, which has the potential to create an unbreakable bond among a community. And then you ask me this, I understand what they are, but why are they so important? Well, at first, you, your group, or whatever society you're a part of are first going to be judged by your traditions. And it happens in a quite interestingly and seemingly involuntary way. This is so because traditions, cultural traditions, is what shapes how outsiders perceive groups. They examine whether your societal norms and cultural traditions align with their own expectations and cultural norms. This not only points out as traditions being the main factor that distinguishes a group from another, but they also prove a commitment to a group's own societal norms and standards. In the American Football Club, which I lead here at EAB, our traditions create a collective spirit of perseverance, commitment, and bonding together. In our club, we made a point in which we just don't follow traditions, but we actively shape and build on them within the expectations of our club. Upon the enrollment, members understand that they aren't just joining a team. They are entering a community which includes a story who included members who fought their hearts to begin and to preserve history, creating a legacy of sacrifice, effort, shared values, and a lot of passion. New members know that they aren't just joining this community, which I just said. They are inheriting in a living history, becoming part of an ongoing story of resilience, sacrifice, and the constant pursuit of improvement as a team. This process of creating and adapting traditions is what mainly defines our club because it reinforces our commitment to create a sense of belonging that deepens our community bonds. Because after all, my friends, it's in the way in which we build a legacy that truly inspires our successors to continue long after we're gone. This is the power of traditions, which despite how big it is, in a way, it'll always be bigger than you and the person who first installed them. Because after all, it's one of the few things in life that has the capability to endure and keep its essence much beyond your departure of this world. Keeping what you did alive, not by bonding one or two people together, but by bonding a populated community. Going back to the endless powers of tradition, like I said, despite how big it is, you must be sure that those who first installed them was those with great intention and those who live them daily with passion. And they are the ones who create a lasting impact that extends far beyond ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Geraldo, for that inspiring talk about maintaining tradition.